Big day, man. Big day. Bye! I had no idea what the hell I was talking about. Hell, I rock. Oh, okay. Baby, my girl. Hi. That looked like her. That looked like her. That's her. Yeah, it could be. Back. Please let that be a teacher. Nicole. You got a yellow one. How are you? Yes. I think we're in the fast colony. Uh-oh, you're the last one. Rock Canyon Jaguars.
be seated.
And today,
Ceremony for Rock Canyon's class of 2013. We are grateful for your presence as we celebrate this milestone. Over the past few years, Rock Canyon has become well known for granting wishes. Today, we have our family, friends, and those who have supported us watching as we prepare to make our own wishes come true. But before we begin, enjoy these final moments, class of 2013. You've earned them.
To welcome our distinguished guests who will be participating in today's ceremony. As your name is called, please stand. Superintendent, Dr. Elizabeth Fagan. Assistant Superintendent of Elementary Schools, Christian Cutter. Chief Academic Officer of Elementary Education, Dr. Dana Johnson-Strother. Development Innovation Officer, Pat McGraw. Craig Richardson, Board of Education. Dr. Carrie Mendoza, Board of Education. Megan Silverthorne, Board of Education. Assistant Principal, Tom Risky. Assistant Principal, Megan Brown. Assistant Principal, Craig Sheehan. Assistant Principal, Nick Latch.
4.
Dean of Instruction, Chris Page. We would also like to introduce our feeder school principals and recognize the Rock Canyon students who attended these schools. A future. A future is what all of us have been working towards for the past 12 years. It wasn't until about 3 years ago when we actually started to realize that this concept of our future was inevitable. Who would have thought, when we were jumping from the monkey bars and meeting people that instantly became our best friends, that 10 years from that moment we would all be sitting here, together, waiting to get handed our diplomas and turn our tassels. Life, like high school, is extremely comparable to the Hunger Games in a weird sort of way. Obviously, we aren't fighting each other to the death to see who survives, but we are fighting for our future. On our worst days, it can seem like a life or death within ourselves, but it's a fight to be who we want to be. Walking into Rock Canyon High School on the first day as a scared little freshman is kind of like the reaping. We all get split into our groups and separated from our best friends. We're scared, and we have no idea what our future holds, but as the weeks progress, we all plan things we want to do. Drama club, football, POMs, student council. Each of us puts ourselves out there in complete fear of rejection and failure. The more activities we got involved in were the more slips of paper that had our name on it that were thrown into the jar of the unknown. In the end, we all got chosen for the games. Sophomore year was like the train ride that took Katniss and Peeta to where they get ready to fight and where they met their mentor, who helped them along with this journey. At this point, we knew what was going on and what this experience would bring us to, and that this journey would definitely end sooner rather than later, but everything was still so indefinite. Just like Katniss found Peeta, we found new friends that would protect us and encourage us before we really started to buckle down and focus on the challenge. Junior year was all the training. Some of us started taking our first AP class, and realization that every single person in our grade had already taken one, and like a select few who had already taken 10. Junior year was also the time to be noticed. We didn't have much time to leave our mark on Rock Canyon, so we did everything in our power to make a name and leave a legacy for ourselves. Then you have the gifts that the sponsor sent to us. The hope. I like to relate this to Wish Week. Wish Week was that gift that gave us something to look forward to when it seemed as if second semester was never going to end. This brought not only our class, but our school together, making today that much harder, but also that much more special. Then came the battle, the big senior year. The battle to turn in those endless college essays and the countless scholarship applications. The battle to enjoy every last hour we had with our friends, because in just a few short months, we would all be separated. It was the last-ditch effort to stay on top of our grades and kill senioritis with every last ounce of energy and effort that we had. Well, we were victorious, because we're all sitting here. The game is over, Jags, and we're all winners. The fight for our future is over, and it's sitting right in front of us. Rock Canyon High School, class of 2013. May the odds be ever in your favor.
Another turning point of forks in the road. Time grabs a by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test, don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life. Unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life.
Please welcome Chris Crum to address the class.
Good morning. The plain fact of the matter is, we all won't be famous, or historic,
or central to the world at large, or even important. It is simply the nature of averages that some of us, in fact most of us, aren't extraordinary. This begs the question, though, is being extraordinary, famous, renowned, etc., the purpose of being human, of thinking and feeling and living and being? I don't think so. Why not be a gear in some grand design? Why not be the stalwart brick in the stalwart dam? Why not be the tall sail on the tall ship? Why not be part of something collectively awesome? I suppose what I'm trying to say is, why not live to help others? To participate in something larger than just a single, solitary, self-serving purpose. Here at Rock Canyon, we have an excellent tradition of such participation. A relatively recent tradition, no doubt, but a tradition nonetheless. Over the last several years, we've been able to raise a large amount of money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation, what I can only term as a display of what is best in humanity. The ability to feel compassion. We don't get a blue ribbon for doing this. We don't get an A. The purpose is not to make...
Kisner will now perform It's So Hard to Say Goodbye to Yesterday by Boys to Men.
Hey!
I don't know where this road is going to lead. All I know is where we've been and what. And if we get to see tomorrow, I hope it's worth the pain. It's so hard to say goodbye to this and I'll take with me those memories to be my sunshine after the rain. Oh, it's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. Oh, and I'll take with me those memories to be my sunshine after the rain. No, it's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday.
Mathematics teacher Tony Coy will now give his charge to the class of 2013.
Excellence. Excellence is something I think that you're all familiar with. A lot of you have been told that your goals, your lives, even your dreams are based on being excellent. But what does it mean? How do you achieve it? Is excellence achieved through hard work? Is it achieved through perfect practice? And if it is achieved, how do we measure it? Is it measured in results, grades, awards that draw the attention of the masses? Are the awards and the decorated pieces of paper, are they the only thing that matter? And it's very easy to get caught up in wanting to and even needing to finish first, but is that even a true measure of excellence? Or is excellence something completely different? Is it a human trait? Is it a set of characteristics that's inside of all of us that drives what we do and drives the decisions that we make? Is it based on a foundation of ethics, values, or morals? Is it an intrinsic value that needs to be developed and fostered and nurtured over time? I heard a quote, call it a month ago. And that quote spoke to me about what excellence is and what it means. And as soon as I heard that quote, I turned to my wife, because after Mr. Abner had already told me that I would be speaking, and I turned to my wife and I told her I knew what I had. I knew I had what I wanted to talk about this morning. And the quote goes, excellence is the result of caring more than most people think is wise, risking more than most people think is safe, dreaming more than most people think is practical, and expecting more than most people think is possible. Like, you can interpret that a couple of different ways, but what I took it to mean is that